Our next guest is a friend of Angela's. Here with more on her story is House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, joining us from D.C. Leader, good morning to you. Tell us about Angela Jacobs and her story and her brother.
Angela is an amazing woman. She served on the city council in a city I represented in Lancaster. She even thought about running for Congress for a short time period. Well loved throughout her community, activist within her community, and she got the sad news like others, where she lost her brother Patrick, who was a federal officer protecting a federal building, who was shot and killed during those protests. She's going to come and speak to the committee today about her loss, just like the Floyd's loss as well, the senseless murders that have taken place during this time period. This is a moment where this nation is grieving. Angela's grieving. The Floyd family is grieving. I grieve for them. And this is a moment that we can listen and strive to be that more perfect union. And I hope her words that she speaks today, that both sides will listen to them and take them into consideration as we move forward on what best to accomplish our goals.
Right, exactly. You know, a lot of people, you're absolutely right, have not heard the story of her brother being shot and killed during the protests. Leader McCarthy, let me ask you a little bit about a story that I read. Apparently on Monday, the House Democratic leadership had a conference call and said, hey, you know, this whole defund police thing is a bridge too far because it's an election year and we could lose moderate voters in swing districts. What do you say about that?
Those are the exact same words I heard Nancy Pelosi say about impeachment, and then she moved forward, or Medicare for all. Those are things that they start to say before they surrender to the socialists. This movement of defunding the police through the Democratic Party is stronger than impeachment ever was, nor Medicare for all, because they're already taking actions on it. Cities are already doing that. And that's the last thing you want to happen, and it only perpetuates the problem more. We should be providing more money to training. If you look at the recent study by the chiefs of police, 80% of them said there's a greater need for training. We want the very best officers out there. So we should provide greater training. We should provide better transparency, the data. We've got a FBI where individuals can put in a data sheet, but only 45% of the departments participate in that. And then you want accountability. 99% of all officers believe and put their life on the line to protect and serve us. But what about those 1% of bad apples? We've got to be able to remove those individuals. And it's normally not the first time when we see it. If we have better performance, better transparency, and better accountability, we will have a much better solution to this problem.
There certainly is a lot of anger on the streets about what happened to George Floyd. So, Leader McCarthy, are you confident? Absolutely. Are you confident that both sides, Republicans and Democrats, can find common ground to come up with some sort of a solution? Because this is a problem.
I know we can come to common ground. This is a problem bigger than even the Floyd family. These are things that have happened that were not on videotape. This is a moment in time that people should work together to strive to solve the problem. I will tell you, the George family, they deserve justice. And no other family should have to go through this again. To the protesters, they have a right to be heard. But to those people who were looting and the Antifa individuals, there should be consequences for those actions. This nation believes in the rule of law, that no one should be judged based upon the color of their skin, and nobody should be judged based upon the color of their uniform either. And that's what we should work together in principle to make sure at the end of the day, the thing that we've all believed is that we strive for a more perfect union, and we can do that. We are Americans. We believe in the ideas of what created our nation, and we can strive to perfect those, and this is our moment in time to do it.
All right. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy joining us from Capitol Hill. Sir, thank you very much.
Thank you.